guys, welcome back to my channel, Susie Jane Designs. Today's video is going to be spring. I'm super excited about spring. Here's the thing, in the great state of Arizona, at least in the valley where I live, spring lasts about 2 weeks before just, lava sets in. So it's a really exciting time for us to enjoy, like the 75-degree weather before it becomes 120. So today's video is exciting for me because I'm super happy. I hate the cold, but I'm not a huge fan of the hot. So, this is my time. This is my jam. Anyway, so I really hope you guys like today's video. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please hit that subscribe button down below and also hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video, which is important because, let's face it, I'm awesome, right? If you ask my parents, not my brother. Don't ask my brother. My other brother will tell you that I'm awesome though, because I'm his favorite sibling. Right, Bubba? Anyway, so I hope you guys like today's video, and let's get to it. Okay, for this project, we're going to be using this Valentine's Day sign from the Dollar Tree. I really do like this side, so I didn't want to destroy it because I'll still use it for Valentine's Day in the future. So instead, we're going to use the back. I did go ahead and remove the sticker first before getting started with painting the back. I am going to use Waverly chalk paint in white, and I'm just going to cover the entire back of the frame and make sure that I hit those sides where it still has that sort of brown color. Then I'm taking my ruler and a pencil and I'm just tracing lines from one side of the board to the other where those little indentations come in to make it look more like that wood plank. Then I'm taking my Waverly chalk paint in the color Elephant and I'm tracing over those pencil lines to kind of give that definition, again, to make it look like it's wood planks all the way down. Once I finish that, I am going to go ahead and come back with the Waverly chalk paint in Elephant and distress around the edges and randomly throughout the board. It was a little bit dark for me, so I did go back over it with the Waverly chalk paint in white just to kind of tone down that distressing a little bit. And then I set that aside to dry. For this next part, I did use my Cricut to cut out the phrase that I wanted it to say. For some of it, I created a stencil on contact paper from the dollar store, and for the other portion, I did use black vinyl lettering. So the bloom at the top is a stencil, in the middle is the black vinyl lettering, and then all the way on the bottom to the left is the vinyl lettering in the word planted. So it says, "Bloom where you are planted." Once I've got my stencils in place, I am going in with the Waverly chalk paint in Agave first, and I'm using a stenciling brush to just go into that stencil that I cut out with the Cricut for the bloom first. I did do 2 thin layers of the chalk paint on this. Now for the planted portion, I'm going in with the Waverly chalk paint in the color Moss. And again, using the same stenciling brush, which I did clean out first. And I'm doing, again, 2 thin layers over the stencil for this as well. Once both of those were completely dry, I did go ahead and carefully remove the stencil, and I used my little tool to remove out those little parts like in the center of the O and in the B as well. And then on the bottom for the planted, I removed that stencil and also removed the center pieces of the letters. Now I'm going to use this wall sticker that I picked up from the Dollar Tree a while back. I'm just going to be using the flowers on the top portion, and I'm going to cut out around the flowers. I do want to leave that straight edge on the side, and you'll see why here in just a moment. I missed recording this part, but I did go ahead and snip the stickers where they covered up that little indentation on the side of the board so that it would still have that curve to the board, and then I just covered everything in a layer of Mod Podge and set that aside to dry. I thought this still needed a little something, so I have this lace from the Dollar Tree, and I just created a simple bow with the material, took an extra piece and hot glued it around the center, and once I had my bow all fixed pretty the way that I wanted it, I went ahead and glued that to the top center of the board. Then I re-added a twine hanger, and this one is done. For this next project, I am using this leftover sign from Valentine's Day that I made on some Walmart foam board. I'm flipping it over and using the back, so I'll still be able to use both sides. I did build this frame for the sign, and my daughter knocked it over and broke it, so I will be fixing the frame as well. First, I start by painting the foam board in Waverly chalk paint in ballet slippers. I did give this 2 good coats to cover up that black. I had some wood letters from the Dollar Tree, and I picked out the word spring and took them outside to stain them in the Minwax dark walnut color. I just made sure to cover the front and the sides, getting in between those little areas, and then I wiped them down with a paper towel to get off any excess stain and set it aside to dry. Once those were dry, I did use my Waverly chalk paint in the color white to give them a little bit of whitewashing effect. Now I'm going to use that same Dollar Tree wall sticker, but I'm going to cut out the word hello on the sticker for this sign. Then I started positioning everything on my foam board to see how I wanted the spacing to look. Once I positioned the word hello next to spring, I really didn't like the way that it looked, so I decided to cut around the letters instead. Once I had it cut out, I liked this much better, so I went ahead and stuck it onto my sign. And then I used my E6000 to attach my lettering to the sign. The frame for this is made out of the tumbling tower blocks from the Dollar Tree. I just glued them together and stained them with wood stain, and now I'm just reattaching it with E6000. I'm taking my Happy Planner stickers, and my oldest daughter is helping me pick out one for the bottom of the sign because I felt like it still needed a little something. Once we had that picked out, I just added a little bit of Mod Podge to the bottom, put my sticker on there underneath the spring part, and then I covered the whole sign in Mod Podge. Then I just made a little twine bow and hot glued that to the sign right above the spring portion. And this one is done. thank you so much for watching the video today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. I hope to catch you next time. Till then, I'll be seeing you. Why am I saying that now? I don't know why I'm saying that now. That makes no sense. Anyway. Why does my neck do that? That's freaky. Hey guys! Why did I say that? That's so weird.